My name is Habeeb Alagbe. It's Alagbe, not Alagbe. I'm a Nollywood actor. It's been a long time coming. I started in 2009 when I had this passion of, oh, I think I have this acting talent of it and all of that. How do I go about it? And I decided to go to a film school called Pepsi Film Institute. So that's where I started my acting career. My intention was by the time I get there, boom, I'm blown. Like one would just hit the screen like that. Yeah, of course, while I was in Pepsi, I was opportune to be in few TV series. Like I think my first screen acting was Papa Jasco. I remember I got into film school July 1st, 2009. So getting there, I was just about checking into the hostel and I saw these people in team. They came with location buses and all of that. And this woman saw me and she's like, and she came to me, oh, who are you? Are you a student here? And I said, yes. And she said, oh, go and meet the costumier to get a costume. You're going to be playing a particular character. And I'm like, are you serious? So I'm like, this is my first day here. And you're asking me to go and meet the costume person to give me costume because I didn't know. I have never faced camera before. Do you understand? So I must have been doing some amateur acting in school on stage and all of that. And now telling me to go and face camera, I'm like, no. Then I ran away. So I had to hide from her so that they won't see me. Unfortunately for me, then fortunately for them, they could not achieve that scene that day. So it was the next day that they were now meant to shoot the scene. So that's how they now came back the next day. So she did not even ask me questions. She just came to my room, and when she saw me, she just told me, you know what, let's go to the costumier together. And she took me to the costumier, and she asked the costumier to give me costume, and she said, okay, you're going on set now. I'm like, are you serious? I was so scared, like, what am I going to say? How am I going to do it and all? And by the time I got it, they gave me script. Okay, this is what you will do. So by the time he does it, you will do that. I'm like, okay. And the next day they said action. Then I did it. Then when they said cut, people started clapping for me. I'm like, oh, really? Okay. From there, I started having more interest in this acting thing. And while I was in acting school, then I was the class governor of my set because then we had morning class and we had afternoon class. So I was the class governor then, and by the time we were going to do our final project, I became the coordinator, supervisor, the governor for both morning and afternoon because it was a lot and I had a lot of responsibilities on me. But it was a beautiful one. It was a beautiful one because then I'm going to say this. This is my first time saying this. During my acting school, Jokemwiwa was my acting instructor then, and after FFC recently, even presently, the present set that we are now, so she's one of the cast. Do you get? I didn't even like anything, and I was class governor of my set then. I remember then. This is when I meet Mr. Taiwo Ibukule on set, and I look at him and we smile, we talk as colleagues and all. I remember the first time they brought him to come and teach us some few steps, dance, and some acting skills on stage and all of that. And he came to like lecture us, tutor us. He was playing drum, he was doing all of that. I was just looking at him like, okay, someday this person, I'm going to be acting like this person too and all that. But today, we are all colleagues. After the film school thing, so reality set in, I would go for auditions, casting, National Theatre, Surulere, everywhere Ikorodu. Like in a week, I used to go for auditions like maybe at least in a week, 3 times in a week. Then it was more of time of TV series. They call it soap opera, Family Ties, Super Story, Papa Jasco, This Life, So Wrong, So Right, and some other TV series like that. So, and the thing is, you know me, I don't have big body. Do Do you get? Even now that what is it? I'm still slim. So then I would go for auditions, and they'd be like, "Oh, well done, thank you, nice performance, and all of that. We're going to get back to you." And you'll be hoping to hear from them, but at the end of the day, you won't get a call back. And even when you get a call back, they just tell you, "Oh, you know what? Oh, this is what we're calling from so place." And by the time you get it, you realize that what they are just giving you is one episode, two episode, and how much were they paying us then? Maybe 5K per episode, max 10K per episode, but mostly 5K per episode. And they'll call you for one or two episodes. So imagine you go for auditions 2-3 times in a week at least. Now you're now getting a job of 5,000 or 10,000 naira in a month. Tell me how you would keep up. Tell me how you will cope financially and all of that. You get, because okay, if I come to you now and say, "Oh, bro, please, I have this audition I have to go for, this casting and all that. Please, can you raise me?" And you give me money today, can I come back to you tomorrow to ask for money? Do you get? So at a point, not like I was getting discouraged. Do you get? But there wasn't this finance. Do you understand? To, because okay, you go for this one and you be like, you want to look good. Even when you go for auditions, the way you're dressed is one of the things. Your look speaks for you first and all. Do you get? I'm like, well, how long am I gonna stay getting 10,000 naira, 20,000 or 15,000 naira in a month and all of that? And I mean, man, very soon you'll be like, okay, you want to start having your own family and all of that. So I think and during that time, there was this time that I dabbled into Yoruba industry. I think that was in 2010. So I saw a number of an actor on screen while I was watching a Yoruba movie, and I reached out to the person, and the person told me, "Oh, they're going to be having this audition," and I went there. So after the audition, I was picked, and this person told me, "Oh, in case you want me to be calling you for subsequent jobs, okay, these are the things for you to do." And I was like, "Okay, just try and register some things with me." And then I tried that, and I go for my own acting gigs and all. Then maybe whenever they are shooting in Yoruba, they will call me. But I now had this issue with them. Me, I was coming from. I'm not saying Yoruba setting is not formal. Do you get? But I think it's more of family thing. Do you get? Whereby you guys live like, oh, it's a family. You have to respect them. You have to do A. You have to do O, and all of that. And me, I was coming from where you just say, "Hi, good morning, good morning." If RMD is the one walking in, or let me say Genevieve is the one walking in, she'll be like, "Hello, good morning." I'm just using them as an example, not like I've worked with them before. I'm coming from that settings whereby they are like the senior colleagues, they are the superior, but all you do is like anybody can greet them, "Good morning, hi, how are you?" I was coming from that set. Now getting to Yoruba, somebody who is already used to doing stuff like that. So when I get on set, I just greet people like, "Good morning, good morning, good morning." Do you understand? Like I feel like, okay, it's formal, let's just do it. And I started having issues with people unknowingly saying, Ibolele ti wa, ó ń fòyìnbó bá wa sọ̀rọ̀, ó ń fòyìnbó kí wa, and all of that. Do you get? So I'm like, what is wrong in me greeting you in English and all of that? But like, "Oh, come back with one brother, come back with one sister." I know, but you get, I'm like, okay, is this how he works? Then I realized that in Yoruba settings, or let me not say in Yoruba settings, sometimes people want you to do things in their own way, and some kind they want you to me, I feel they want you to worship them. And me, I respect people. No matter how big or small you are, I give you your respect. But I now realize that what they want is worship, not respect. And me, I cannot worship people. It's not like I want to disrespect them, but it's not just my thing. I don't know how to worship people. I don't know how to do eye service or try to impress the next person so that you can like me. All I want to do is to respect you. I'm not going to do things now to impress you so that you can like me. No, just like me for who I am, and let's do things diligently. I'm not going to disrespect you, but don't now say, because I'm respecting you, or you feel like you are a senior in the decision. You'll be like, oh, this is how to work, this is how to do this is how to do that. So, and at a point, I think due to one reason or the other, people that I kind of had this relationship with in Yoruba sector, so they stopped calling me for jobs. And I'm like, what's going on? Even till this, I still can't tell that, okay, this was what happened that made them to stop calling me for acting jobs and all of that. Then I told myself, no, I'd rather go into another thing than to now bring myself low or in the name of so you can like me. So I didn't even ask questions. I didn't even do anything. Then because of that, because I never wanted to be a producer, to be honest with you, I just wanted to be that actor. So tried to take a break for almost maybe 6 months or a year to go into business fully, like, okay, as a guy, like being a hustler. Fast forward to 2014, like, okay, let's say last quarter of 2014. That's how I now told my brother, Sheyi, I know that, okay, bro, okay, you have this passion for storytelling and all of that. Okay, even though you went to acting, whatever, but you don't really have that passion for acting, but I know you have passion for movie making and all of that. Okay, I'm like, okay, can we do something? So money that we are making from fashion to just like, okay, let's put this into filmmaking to like, okay, let's just do something. Let's see how it goes to promote ourselves and all. And it's like, okay, nice idea, beautiful one. Then we're like, okay, let's think of story that we can do there. And we just started talking like this. Okay, what if we have a story of, okay, we see a man, okay, you're a guy, so person will be your elder brother, is married, blah blah blah. And that's how we just came up with this story idea. Awusa. So that was our debut as producers, and we're not like, okay, this thing that this journey that we want to embark on, fine, we know about acting and all of that, but we don't have experience about producing and all. How do we go about it? And that's how he now said, oh, you know what? Let's go to my boss, because he trained under Iyabojo. She gets okay, so if maybe she could be of help. Then we called her, he called her, and we had an appointment with her. So we went to her office. Our office was at Ikeja then, Allen. So then when we got to her office and all of that, she saw me. I'm like, hi, how are you? This, that. I greeted her. Iyaba is this person who feels like, okay, whenever she's asking you questions, like you should give her like back. She really wants to know, like, if you are really sure of what you're saying, or you really know what you want to do and all of that. And I'm like, okay. And she started asking questions. Okay, what do you do? Like, she was just giving me pa, 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 pa. And we started this script conference, like amongst ourselves, like play, like play. I started asking questions. And by the time we told her the story that we were going to tell another, and by the time she started building up the story, and she put in her own ideas and all of that. Then after the meeting and all, I had to like prostrate for her, like, okay.
Thank you.
Kudos, like, beautiful. Thank you for putting more life into this. And she said, okay, I'm going to be reaching out to actors that we're going to be using. So she said, okay, so, oh, who do you think will play this character? And okay, don't worry, I'll be playing the wife. Okay, this is what we do. Oh, I'll reach out to Femi. Oh, Femi will be playing the your elder brother. That's my husband. Then I'll reach out to Madame Shaje. Oh, okay. Lisa Silva will play. So, and she started reaching out to actors. So we were meant to shoot in 2014, but due to availability of actors, we could not shoot in 2014 because, it was last quarter of the year. People were,
Busy.
December and all of that. So then we now postponed the shoot to 2015. So we shot the movie in 2015. I was Femi Adebayo, Iyabojo, myself, Habeeb Alagbe, Lista Silva, Madam Shaje, Sheyi, I know my brother himself. He played the role of designer in the movie as well, and some other actors, yeah, in the movie. So that's how we shot our first movie in 2015.
15. Female fans, how have you been coping?
Ah, I've been coping. It's about using your head. It's about uh knowing what you want to do with them. Do you get some people like, oh, very fast, and they get carried away? Oh, fine. I'm not saying that, oh, I am this, I'm that, but I know how to navigate through my journey in the industry in one word or in one sentence. I think I'm going to say this in Yoruba. My journey in the industry is ẹni tá rò pé kò lè pàgọ́ tó wá kọ́lé alárinrin. That is me in the industry.